nicely, about a neck in front of Fam Gorman. Now Revelare's out and coming hard. Here comes the favourite. Revelare moves up, grabs Kings Valley, and that's a great win. Revelare scored soft on the post. Tech Ruler, Rise at Dawn, 100 metres to go, 2 lengths in front of Just Spoken as Tech Ruler, and Rise at Dawn punched out wins. Rise at Dawn by a length and a quarter as...
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Now, it probably is going to sound a bit weird, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do another magic trick before I start the preview, so I'm going to give the cards a quick shuffle. Have a card completely selected at random. That one there. Don't worry, I haven't seen it. My eyes are closed, so I want you to remember that card. Whatever it is, that card there. Put it in. And we give the deck another shuffle. One more shuffle. And then, card isn't on the bottom. Not in the middle. I flip the top card over. It's not on the top. But as I take, I don't know how really to do this. As I take the top card, give it a wave, and we have your card. The card that was selected. Anyway, back to the racing. Group 1 day, Blue Diamond Day. It's going to be an absolute ripper. The Diamond always open as always. Brightside looks hard to beat in the futurity, but I'll let you to wait to see if I can get him beat or who I'm with in that race. And of course, the Oakley Plate. They don't say that they're going to go like Oakley Plate is for nothing. It's an extremely open race. I've narrowed it down to 2, but I think there's one that can get the win and at odds too. Let's get into the preview and find the winners. Race number 1 at Caulfeild is the HKJC Whirlpool Handicap over the 1100 metres, and I've got Pondalawi on top. I'm pretty keen on this horse come Saturday. Emily and David Brown train Jet Stanley with the claim taking the weight down to the 52 kilos, getting in 2 kilos below the minimum, which I think is going to serve this horse a great chance of winning. Second up here is a pretty good second up record in the fact it's had 2 starts second up for a second and a third. And I thought it was a great run first up at Sandown. Really was hitting the line hard behind Philosopher and Midwest from back in the field. Went straight past Mrs. Chrissy. And I think the odds it is now 420. It's a good price. Miss Aria, Blake Shin first up. We know what it did at the Valley when it was last first up. Tonkin, I'm praying that they go to the Valley and Samangu can run well. It's been well back. But Pondalawi for mine in the first. Race 2 at the Heath is the Senate Gambling Law Experts Benchmark 84 of the 1100 metres. Don't Hope, Do. Clearly on top here. This horse has got a real motor. Ran really well first up. Bolted in second up. Ran 4th last start. Was a very courageous run. Inside draw. I'm purely hoping that they can get this horse up on speed. Somewhere near the speed. I don't really want it to be, in front because there's going to be a pretty strong headwind there on Saturday, but I think if he finds the front, he's going to be hard to beat in this race. Top caliber, duly accepted for the Valley, and I think if they go to the Valley, will win. Legio 10 in for third. $10 is a good price. Ran really well first up for the Bedgegood team, and Maximilius is at $71 is a crazy price. But Don't Hope Do for mine in the second. I think he can get the chocolates. Race number 3 at Caulfeild is the Group 2 Autumn Classic over the 1800 metres, and I've got Emphasize on top. I think they're going to go to the New Zealand Derby. They might run into a pretty good horse there. But anyway, Emphasize on top. He's the one clearly to beat here. Craig Williams, 57 kilos, 3 starts, 2 wins and a third. Bolted in against the older horses last start. Barrier 3, I think he can go right on with it here. Back to his own age group here. He's a very good horse. I think he'll show them a fresh pair of heels on Saturday. Scary in for second. Weak back up coming off the CS Hayes, 14 to 18. Emily and David Brown train. Harry Coffey in the settle Barrier 2. I think this horse can run a race. His best is at is a placing at Group 1 level over the 2,500 metres, the Victorian Derby. So I think he can run well. Shenwell would need to lift to win, though can run well for Blake Shin. Bolted in his last couple of starts and entrusting. Emphasize was meant to go around in that race that Entrusting won, and Emphasize was the well-backed favourite there. So I'm going with the market lead there and saying that Emphasize can beat entrusting comfortably. And Mr. Verse came out of that race and bolted in it, packing them last week. So I think all the form stakes up to emphasise will be winning this for Craig Williams. Race number 4 at Caulfeild is the Sedative Stakes at Group 3 level, and I'm with Lofty Arch on top. I'm very confident on this horse to win. Hopefully just goes straight to the front and the jock doesn't look back in Craig Williams. He's a big, gross horse. He's got the wide draw. He's suited to be up on speed. I think even with the headwind, he can prove hard to beat here. Willow in the saddle, as I've already said. I think he can get total control and prove hard to beat. Bartov in for second. Jamie Mallum for John O'Shea and the Shorten team. This horse is actually going really well. His only failure was on a wet track. Ran really well, closing off last start. He was back on the dry there, so dry ground, weak race. Jamie Mallum, John O'Shea, and bringing it south. I think it all points to him running well, and at $17, clear second selection. Tropicus has class and can run well, and Sergeant Major will be better over further, but Lofty Arch, lead, kick, win in the Sedative. Race number 5 at Caulfeild is the Group 2 Angus Armanesco over the 1,400 metres, and a lot of people are probably on Two Darn Lizzie here. She's been well backed early, but I'm going for the other favourite in the race, and the only other chance in the race in Treasure the Moment. I'm going to explain why. She went from a benchmark 70 to a Group 2, then a Group 1 in the Oaks. The amount of improvement that she showed to go from a benchmark 70 Group 2, Group 1, incredible. She's a line fighter. She's won over the 1,400 metres before. While her best might be over further, I think she's a Group 1 winner on the way up. Damien Lane in the saddle. 5 from 7. This horse is a star in the making. Well, she already is a star, but I think she can she can settle just on the back of Two Darn Lizzie, peel out, come the 300, and go whooshka, bang, get the job done, stamp herself for possibly an Oaks in Sydney. Who knows? Two Darn Lizzie in for second. We know we'll run well. Blake Shin, Waterhouse Bot, leader, all on the page there. Qatar's Choice will run well for Mark Zara, for Kieran Marr, and Benazil in for fourth. But I've got Treasure at the Moment on top of the Armanesco, the Group 1 winner, to show them her class. Race number 6 at Caulfeild is the Group 3 Mannerism Stakes, of course, for a couple of years ago, won by the Flying Mare in Flying Mascot. And, of course, the 7-8 had a share in that horse. But anyway, back onto my selection here. Samana on top. I think that this horse is going to be winning here, and I'm saying that as in just winning. Flying this campaign, hard fit, third up, running home really well in the CF4, ran really well at the Gold Coast, running third in the Snippets. I think that this horse, from the inside draw, can be ridden a bit closer with cover. If that eventuates, look out. She'll be storming over the top. So Glamorous, I thought, could run well in for second for Ethan Brown and Gavin Bedgecould. That stable is absolutely flying at the moment. Grinsinger Bell will be up on speed, has class, and will look to get its own way. From the outside draw, Damien Lane in the saddle, and Quintessa in for fourth. But Samana, it's all about her here in the Mannerism. Race number 7 is the Group 1 Futurity Stakes, and Mr. Brightside on top, and at the quote of nearly even money, 210. I think he's extremely hard to beat here. There's only 2 chances in it. Mr. Brightside, I wish I win. One of the 2 of them will win, but the fact Brightside's had a run, he was only narrowly defeated last start. He's taking in fitness improvement from the run. He's going to be more advanced than he was there in terms, like I said, in fitness. Probably a bit more screwed down to be winning this, considering Hong Kong's on the cards. So I think Mr. Brightside's the way you want to go back to back. When I Wish I Win met Mr. Brightside in the spring, I think it was a couple of years ago, Brightside was second up when he beat I Wish I Win, who was first up for a half-length defeat. That's why I think I Wish I Win can run really well here, who's only first up but querying fitness. Tom Kitten can run really well and Evaporate in for fourth, the 3-year-old who didn't have a lot of luck resuming last start. But Mr. Brightside in the Futurity, surely he can get it done here. Race number 8 is the Group 1 Blue Diamond Stakes, the feature of the day, and I am with Tempted. The Sydney filly coming south, should have won the win last start, bolted in on debut. when was a very close margin to the play right last start. I think she'll settle back from the draw, and Williams can come storming over the top. Willow's only ever won one diamond that I could find previously. And this horse has got the top two here have got so much in common with another blue diamond from a couple of years ago, Tagaloa and Hanseatic. Hanseatic was also by Street Boss, also trained by Godolphin. I think field of play can be somewhere near the lead. Tempted will be back in the field, and I'm hoping that Tempted could have more luck than Hanseatic did and have more will to win and come storming down the outside and get the win here in the diamond. $8.50 to $6, I'm onto something. Field of play 2 from 2. Has looked a smart 2-year-old from day dot. Very good winning on debut and very good winning the prelude last night. Wasn't actually originally nominated. The connections have paid the late pay-up fee. They're here. I think he's going to run really well. Cherish me under a little bit of a vet's cloud, though she's in the field, she's going to run well, and my Gladiella could be anything here off the last start defeat. But I'm with Tempted in the diamond, the Sydney form, the Sydney filly. Hopefully she can get the chocolates. Race number 9 at the Heath is the Group 1 Oakley Plate, and I'm with Arabian Summer. Just on top of Arabian Summer. There's not much between her and Espionage, but I'm going with Arabian Summer on top as my selection because she's been racing amongst the creme de la creme. She bolted in last start against coming back to the mares. She already had race fitness on the 5 weeks between runs from racing on the Sunshine Coast and the Sunlight Plate behind Private Harry, who's undefeated, and the slipper winner, Lady of Camelot. Like I say, creme de la creme. Prior to that, won the Gold Coast 3-year-old Plate, beating Cosmic Fire by 3 lengths under Harry Coffey. So I think the form adds up, and I think this horse can prove extremely hard to beat. From the outside draw, Jamie Mallam will be storming home under the 50 kilos. $10 is way over the odds. Espionage is a smart 3-year-old, again himself racing against the best 2-year-olds, and he could make a statement here. The stable would have had him ready for the Lightning last week. They opt to come here with the lightweight. But Dean Yandel, I think, can run well from the outside draw. She's bulletproof. Query is one run too much, but Craig Williams, 52, can run well. And Estriella has to carry the weight for Blake Shin, though she's a very classy mare. Arabian Summer for mine in the Oakley Plate, narrowly on top of Espionage. There was nothing between them. Race number 10 at Caulfeild is the listed Victoria Gold Cup for the last race on Blue Diamond Day, and I'm with Deny Knowledge to lead all the way. This horse is an absolute superstar. Beat Mr. Brightside at Group 1 level, then went to the Caulfeild Cup, led and faded to finish 5th, then went to the Champion Stakes at the end of its preparation and ran admirably. Back here, listed level, was only a Group 1 winner 2 starts ago, and with that I think can lead for fun here under Mark Zara. Hopefully the winner will have died down at the end of the day. Lead, kick, win. That's what I'm envisioning here. Positivity, 2 from 2 second up, though. Would have wanted to see a bit more first up from this horse. Shayar under the odds at $4. He needs to come up significantly in grade to win. And Smoke and Romans first up could run a race under Ben Mallam. But Deny Knowledge for mine just looks the winner in the Gold Cup. Seriously. Thank you everyone for watching my preview for Group 1 Blue Diamond Day. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next Saturday for Australian Guineas Day at Flemington. But hopefully let's get some winners.